Hey y'all. Happy Friday. Happy preparation for your Sabbath. It's the weekend, baby. Anyway, you guys know on Fridays, I like to give you guys something to do that's going to help you prosper in your future or your near future to come, okay? Also, pardon me for my lateness. I apologize. Going through some little things, that with my family that, so pardon me for my lateness, and plus I work as well. So I just had a lot of things in my mind, and some things vex my spirit because of my own nieces going against me. And it's just so much. They get so disrespectful these days. So I had a lot on my mind, so I'm kind of like a little bit late. So please forgive me, you guys. But nevertheless, I'm here, right, to bring this great message for you guys, okay? Anyway, earlier I read my short from Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 15, and it basically says, "So I took the chief of your tribes, wise men and known, and made them heads over you, captains over thousands, and captains over hundreds, and captains over fifties, and captains over tens, and officers among your tribe." So now this saying, come from, Deuteronomy, from the Father really speaking to Moses, because Moses done the book of Deuteronomy. And when Moses, got this message, the message actually was given to him, from the Father, but by Jethro, his father-in-law. Because, Moses was a lead over thousands of people, and Jethro would tell him, "Moses, you can't, take care of all the people yourselves. You're going to fail, so therefore you need some help. But make sure you go amongst your known wise men, that you can trust, right? And then you have them to be captains over thousands, over hundreds, over fifties, and over tens, and officers among your tribes, these known wise men who you can trust. That way, he can get everything done that the Father, gave him to do. So this is what this is, right? So basically, I'm just saying, the reason why I'm saying this, you guys, is because Judah, we are in a predicament here right now. We're about to experience a predicament. So therefore, although we're in restoration, we gathering, you guys got to pay attention, right? You got to get off that bickering and going back and forth with your family members and creating problems, but come together. Because if we don't come together, we're going to all perish as a tribe. You got those sitting there laid back, thinking they got a little money and they got it, this and then ain't nothing going to happen. But yeah, you're going to be the very one they target, So, for this weekend, I want those, who have not done their part, and I just also in general, want us as a tribe of Judah, to try to get together, right? Get together and do our part, make it happen. If you got to go be a leader, to start this chapter, you got to go be a leader to start that chapter, and you got to be a leader to start that chapter, then go ahead. Because our very people of the tribe of Judah, we need one another, and we need some leaders, right? Some known wise men, right? To be captains over thousands, captains over hundreds, captains over fifties, and captains over tens over our tribe of Judah, known wise men who you can trust, right? And those same men screening each other, so everybody can trust one another, be on the same page, so nobody will be better than each other, and that we all be equal. Therefore, it won't be no proud and no boastfulness, because ain't nobody greater than the other. All right. So again, for this weekend, our strong leaders, right? People that know what's going on spiritually, right? People that's not foolish and not dumb to the fact, right? People that know what you got to do and know that it's this time right now in this era, you got to pick yourself up by your bootstrap and build Judah, right? If you got the means and the leadership and the mentality and the masculinity, then go do your part. There is no excuse. Don't make no excuse, because if you can do it, be to it, do it, okay? So again, for this weekend, I want you guys to take the time and figure it out what you need to do, right, to help lead Judah, the tribe of Judah, right? Who you need to talk to, who you need to put in place to be officers or captains, over your people, right? It's so many of us, and every one of us, have probably thousands of supporters, but, we also have every one of some out of each tribe who possess that masculinity and those leadership abilities, right? To place and delegate, people over captains of over thousands, over hundreds, over fifties and tens, and officers among their tribes, right? We need this because I know Judah, Israel. You got to see what type of predicament we in right now. What circumstances are we living? What you think is going to get better for us? No, we're rising, and because we're rising, right, we're targeted. Okay, so now that you know that we're targeted and we're rising, I ask you, what are you going to do, right? What you gonna do, to make this happen? What part, are you gonna take, in this era, to help Judah, prosper, right? If you got the abilities and the masculinity and the capability to do it, and you spiritually got it, I'm telling you right now, I beg you to do your part. You're getting it. Go do your part, okay? This is your warning. I'm telling you. Remember, because the Father leads us in all kind of ways, and He uses us as service to deliver messages. I'm delivering you guys a message. It's the time right now. It's the time right now for our strong Judah, strong men of Judah, masculinity men who possess capable leadership to be able to discern known wise men, right? To be able to set in place, so you can start making them captains over hundreds, making them captains over thousands, making them captains over 50s, making them captains over 10s, and making officers amongst your tribe. This is the message right now. All those who are capable and masculine enough and spiritually guided by the Father, you know what I'm talking about, get up and do your part. I'm telling you right now, I'm begging you to get up and do your part. If not, we're going to fall as a nation. Get up and do your part. Here's the message. If ain't nobody tell you, I'm telling you right now, get up and do your part. All those men of tribe of Judah and of Israel, period, if you have the ability, right, and if you led spiritually to help Judah prosper, then you need to get up and do your part. Start setting people to be captains over thousands, hundreds, 50s, and 10s, and officers amongst your tribe. So again, for this weekend, I want you guys to establish what you need to do. What part you need to do to make this plan happen, right? So we can get this process going. What is it? What gift do you possess that you can put out there to help us, right? What means you possess, you can go out there, and help these captains and officers come about, right? Again, this weekend, take the time, because everybody got a gift. Everybody got something to offer, and see what you have to offer, right? What kind of gift that you possess that will help Judah or Israel to prosper, right? That will help Judah to pull, themselves up by their bootstraps, right? That will help Judah continue to gather while we helping one another as a nation, as a tribe. That will help Judah be led spiritually, right? Guided by the Father's words and His ways. So again, this weekend, I want you guys to take the time and acknowledge your gift, okay? Use that gift. Present yourself in a manner where you will be able to possess your leadership skills and your masculinity, so you can be able, to set up captains over thousands, hundreds, 50s, and 10s, and officers amongst your tribe, just like Moses had to do during the time when he was in Midian, from the guidance of the Father through Jethro, telling him that you got too many people you trying to lead. You're going to need some help. So he told Moses to make sure you go get known wise men, not any kind of men, not no random person, but somebody you can trust. A wise man you can trust, right? And then he said, and take those known wise men and make them captains over thousands, over hundreds, over 50s and 10s, and officers amongst your tribe. And so that's exactly what Moses did. And he was able to lead the way. Although he didn't get a chance to make it up to the promised land, he's seen it, but he did lead the way, and he had help from Jethro, guided, by the Father, but he used the tribe of Judah to help him get where he needs to be by putting captains over hundreds, thousands, 50s, and 10s, and officers amongst the tribe, right, to spread the Father's words and to promote His laws and commandments, okay? So again, Deuteronomy chapter 1:15 reads as follows. So I took the chief of your tribes, wise men and known, and made them heads over you, captains over thousands, and captains over hundreds, and captains over 50s, and captains over 10s, and officers among your tribes. Here we go, right here. Remember, the Bible, the blueprint, information before leaving earth, or basic information before leaving earth, or biblical information before leaving earth. Right here's your blueprint, how to establish you a successful government. Happy Friday, you guys. Love y'all. Peace.